What's going on, everyone? What is poppin'? We're here today for MBL Week 3, our team builder. Of course, not Team Scald here with my buddy Joey. Why don't you go ahead and say hello?
Yo, what's up, guys? We got PokeaimMD here. We're finally here today, and today.
Nice. We're gonna be taking on, of course, Team Clickbait.
Yes.
Duncan and Shofu. So,
Correct.
Yeah, how you feeling about this matchup, bro?
Should be fun. I like the stuff we're bringing. Think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to use Mew.
Yeah, we have a pretty interesting strategy. Actually, I'm gonna order it a little bit differently. I'm gonna do I ordered it Mew, Glalie, Snorlax, Steelix, Talonflame, Finny.
That's fine. I have that too.
Cool. All right, so of course, before we get into it, we can just briefly go over their team. They have Cresselia, Zygarde 50, Zeraora, Mega Sableye, Mega Pidgeot, Venusaur, Mr. Mime, Tauros, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr. So they have a pretty colorful team, I should say, with their Pokemon. They got a lot of colors.
A lot of threats.
A lot of threats as well, yep.
Love Zeraora. Can fake out and stuff like that. I think that's really cool.
Fake out, Snarl, which is really cool. And yeah, I guess we could start talking about the initial strategy that we had. Do you wanna take us away here?
All right, so they have Mega Pidgeot, and Mega Pidgeot has no guard, so that means that our as long as Mega Pidgeot's on the field, it means that we can hit our like Horndrill and Sheer Cold versus it. So that's why we have Horndrill Mew. It's exactly. Psychic, Horndrill, Protect, and Skill Swap. Skill Swap's also there because we can Skill Swap no guard, which doesn't actually... It still gives Mew no guard, but we can also swap Moody with Glalie too, which could be pretty cool, which is why we also have Protect that. Initially, we were thinking about putting Frost Breath on Mew as well. Dazzling Gleam was also an option, just things like that. Ice Beam, Icy Wind, because it hit Sableye too, but we ended up with Psychic just because it hits hard.
Stab Psychic, yeah, and we didn't want to be like paired up against maybe a lead Typhlosion perhaps.
Typhlosion, Venusaur,
and then have like only Frost Breath to hit it with, and Eruption could do a lot, which we definitely have to be careful of. I can probably explain the EV spreads since I made these EV spreads here. With the 252 HP and 20 SPDEF, we are never 2-hit KO'd by Mega Pidgeot's Hurricane, which is really nice.
Yeah, we're leftovers, yep.
With enough speed here to outrun, I believe, Zygarde 50 if they're running Jolly Nature. And I think while observing some of their past team builders, they've brought a lot of speed on some of their mons, and they were explaining how their team is really fast and things like that. So we just want to make sure that we are fast enough, I guess you could say. Even though like Typhlosion's 328, we don't really need to speed tie it just because it's not really necessary, I feel.
Yeah, we have Snorlax and whatnot and Feeny to check it, so I think that would be okay. Psychic is also nice for their Venusaur again, their Typhlosion. Protect is cool just for leftovers recovery, as well as I don't know how they what they do, like Tauros plus Pidgeot, for example, could Fisher us.
Yeah.
Or Horndrill or whatever. Tauros can run both. So can Mew. I wish Mew got Sheer Cold. We'd definitely put that over.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I think it only gets 2 OHKO moves. I think it's Fisher
Horndrill and Fisher.
Yeah, Horndrill and Fisher, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think it gets Guillotine. But yeah, it's pretty cool. In this game, Mew having a good speed tier, and ideally it's going to be able to support the team. Fake Out was also an option versus them, but I like the moves that we ended up picking.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. I think Mew's really good too. Like the initial strategy we have is to lead off with Mew plus Glalie in like most scenarios, and because they have Mega Pidgeot, we can really like abuse that really well. We could either skill swap with the no guard and get Mega Pidgeot's ability to keep that forever, or we have, as you can see, our second mon, which is going to be Glalie. We can skill swap Moody. So this is where we get to sort of play around a little bit with Moody, kind of take it to the next level. So we have skill swap here, which can swap the ability. Of course, we were kind of debating between roleplay and skill swap, just because of how roleplay can copy the ability and stuff as well, but it can't really transfer it to anybody else.
Yeah.
While of course, while skill swap can actually take that Moody ability, use it on Mew, and then if we want to give it to another Pokemon, like for instance maybe Finny or Talonflame or something, that could be really cool as well. Glalie like can actually, it's essentially a focus sash set because we have to run item clause, which means that we can't have any of the same items. So
Double
no two
leftovers. Yeah,
exactly. And plus Plus, because we have skill swap and skill swap can't really go through protect or anything, we have focus sash here so that it can take a hit. I don't usually think that people will double target Glalie just because they'll fear protect, right? So focus sash can really help out a lot there if we can take a hit and then get off a skill swap or something, and that'll be like a more assured way of getting Mew with Moody.
Exactly. Glalie also has Frost Breath. This was a suggestion from one of you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in the comment section.
Yeah, so basically we don't care about our special attack drops since Frost Breath will always crit. Can you explain our speed?
Yeah, sure. So the speed that we have here outruns a max speed modest Venusaur because they're running a regular Venusaur, right? And more than likely, if they're pairing it with Typhlosion, they're going to have like pledges with Grass Pledge, Fire Pledge, and stuff. And they'd want to run Modest, I would think, if they're having maybe Sunny Day on it. Perhaps if they haven't gone for Sunny Day yet, Modest Venusaur kind of makes a lot of sense in that regard with like Life Orb or something. If they do decide to bring that, then we have Glalie, which is essentially faster than Venusaur before Sun is up or anything like that, which I think is pretty decent.
Taunt's also pretty cool for obviously stopping protects, but also stopping sleep powder, things like that. Obviously, I don't expect too much from that because we do have Tapu Fini, but even then, Venusaur is still good versus our team. So
yeah, and even versus Cresselia, right? Versus Cresselia, potential Trick Room, we could stop that, or even like any kind of status move could be
Sheer
great.
Code is great when it hits.
Exactly.
We don't even have to care.
And we could also potentially skill swap Magic Bounce and then taunt Sableye as well. That could be another option for us too.
Yes. That'd be nice too. Sableye is annoying. Pokemon is annoying in general. Yeah, next up we have Snorlax. Now Snorlax is here with Thick Fat. This helps us out versus Typhlosion. Grass Pledge plus Fire Pledge, Typhlosion plus Venusaur is... The calcs are actually pretty ridiculous on how strong they are.
Yeah.
So we need a Thick Fat. We're actually bringing Z Stockpile again this week because we feel like the... First off, this allows us to run Thick Fat, so we don't have to run like berries to keep recovering.
Exactly.
And we don't have to worry about their knockoff. They definitely could run knockoff because they have both Zeraora and Sableye, both of which can knock off Snorlax. A good thing with Snorlax plus Tapu Fini is we avoid their burn as well. But Z Stockpile gives us that full heal, gives us that +1, which is also going to be really important for taking foul plays from Sableye.
Yeah.
Body Slam plus Ice Punch pretty much hits their team for neutral or super effective damage, which is why we have those two. And Curse just gives us the ability to potentially sweep versus them. This thing can actually take a close combat from Zeraora if necessary, and it takes hits from Typhlosion, Venusaur, and the like.
Yep.
It can also set up on Crest.
And even if we get taunted, right, we can still use our Z move through the taunt. Exactly. So we can still Z Stockpile. We can still restore our HP if we get too low, if we get taunted by something like Mega Sableye perhaps. And in that scenario, it can be really, really useful. And just because of how bulky it is to take hits, I think it's just a really, really fun set in not only last week's match, but in this one too.
Yeah, I agree. So Mega Steelix comes out next, and one important thing about Mega Steelix is the fact that it has Sturdy prior to Mega Evolving, and we're not forced to Mega Evolve. So Sturdy is cool because in this gen, obviously it's a Focus Sash, but it still retains its properties from excuse me, from previous gen. That allows it to basically stop OHKO moves. So, and obviously they have Tauros with Pidgeot, so that's definitely something they can do. Curse, this thing is a Zeraora check. It can take on Pidgeot as well because we have Spadef. The attack is really nice for doing more damage to Sableye and versus Pidgeot and Cress. We'll be able to break a sub as well in that too. A Stomping Tantrum, I think, is a KO on Typhlosion, or it's really close, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. Also, Emvee, that +1 will OHKO Mega Pidgeot completely.
Yeah, so Heavy Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Protect, Curse, Heavy Slam, Stomping Tantrum, pretty similar to last week. We don't want Earthquake because we obviously don't want to hit our teammates. And besides Talonflame, it's like the only thing that's off the ground. So we definitely don't want that. Mega Steelix is a cool pick, man. I like this mon.
I really
People
do.
were talking, people were like saying that's a really weird mon, but it's been really helpful every single game.
Yeah, for sure. I really like Mega Steelix. Just a great steel type overall. And with that ground typing, it's just so nice. Versus,
Electric Immunity is so cool. It pairs well with Tapu Fini, man. They pair well together.
Yeah.
Too. So
yeah,
really nice
I guess other than that, like this Eevee spread is just really bulky overall, so that we can actually not get too KO'd by Mega Pidgeot Heat Wave, and it can also take hits pretty well, I guess, from even Zygarde, especially if we're cursed up and whatnot. Just a great mod overall.
We can definitely 1v1 Zygarde, mainly because Thousand Arrows hits both targets, so it's actually weaker.
Yeah. Another fun fact, this thing is also EV'd, of course, once Mega to take a Scarfed Typhlosion's Eruption from max HP.
Yeah, as long because it's spread move, so it's weakened.
Yeah.
Yep, nice.
Next we have Talonflame. So this is gonna be like people keep saying Talonflame's not that great, not a great pick or anything, but I mean it's been putting in work in the past few weeks with the Flying MZ Gale Wings, right? Or not even Gale Wings last week, but just the Z Brave Bird. It's just so nice. It's just great in checking a lot of their team. Like for instance, Typhlosion Mega Venus or Typhlosion Regular Venusaur could be a threat. Z Talonflame can outrun everything on their team prior to them.
Zeraora.
Yeah, exactly. Even Zeraora, like after Swords Dance, I think it OHKOs Zeraora with the Z Brave Bird, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's some big damage. Obviously, we have to be careful because their Zeraora can run quite a bit of HP due to them only needing to outspeed Talonflame's max speed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty important. One thing we were talking about debating was Tailwind versus Roost. So originally it was Roost, and I like Tailwind because I felt like if we do skill swap with Mew, I think really fast Horn Drill sounds really cool. Same thing with Sheer Colds with Glalie. But I don't know. Like I like Tailwind as well because it does have priority if we are at full HP, so that's pretty cool too. It could be nice. Maybe we'll miss Roost, but Brave Bird, Protect, and Swords Dance I think are unnecessary. Like just straight up necessary.
For sure, yeah. That was the only move we were debating on for this set here. Otherwise, I think it's just a great mon in checking a lot of things on their team. Just really offensive mon overall. The priority helps a lot.
Too.
Yeah, fire resist as well. Yep, exactly. And with this EV spread, we are not OHKO'd by Mega Pidgeot's Hurricane if it's modest, so that's really good. And I guess like just taking hits, like we're faster than Typhlosion by 1 point, so that could be useful if we have already gone for Brave Bird and we need to still be faster than Typhlosion, perhaps. That could be useful in that scenario.
Definitely be useful, for sure. Last but not least, we have Tapu Fini now. Tapu Fini takes on Zygarde forever. We have Heal Pulse on Tapu Fini, and we have it on the opposite side of Snorlax and Mew plus Glalie, so we thought that'd be pretty cool. Obviously, Steelix could use a recovery, but a Snorlax that first off can't get burnt on the terrain appreciates Tapu Fini for its ability to actually hit Save Life for super effective damage, and also just supports you with Heal Pulse while you're cursing up. Because when you curse up, Foul Play does around close to like 100 damage or something to Steelix. As you're cursing, boosting your defense and attack, Foul Play never increases because you're boosting both. So just being able to heal and curse at the same time is pretty cool. Muddy Water is nice for Typhlosion, as well as a spread move in general versus them. Taunt and Calm Mind are also options we were thinking about. But I think Heal Pulse just makes the most sense for our team, especially paired next to Mew and Snorlax, both of which are really, really threatening in my opinion.
Exactly. And I think the plan that we have in mind with the pairings for like each side.
Oh yeah, Steelix is on that side too.
Yeah, Steelix would be on that side. So like just for the sake of talking about Mew plus Glalie we had in the front, but because Steelix is also on that side, it's okay. Fini can also heal plus that as well. Even though this side is kind of weak to Electric, especially Zeraora, namely that it's as long as we get rid of one side completely, like usually as you've seen, like we have just a good like our more reliable set of sweepers or bulkier mons on like one side, and that just sort of beats the like another like single side 1v1 as you've seen, right?
Yes.
So that's sort of the strategy we have in mind for this week as well, with Heal plus Fini supporting that side of the team.
There were a few other mons we're thinking about bringing. I like Serena. I think Serena would be cool, and I think we're definitely gonna bring Serena / Ariados in the future. Like you guys will see all of our Pokemon. Don't worry.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we definitely want to bring them. They're good mons. I think they're all. I like our entire draft. I really do.
Yeah, likewise. And yeah, I guess explaining the Fini EV spread here, it has enough defense so that it can survive a +1 Adamant Tectonic Rage, which is really good. As well as what else? It does not get 2-hit KO'd by Hurricane from Mega Pidgeot, and we were really thinking they'll bring Mega Pidgeot. Can't be confused either. Yeah, exactly. We really think they will bring Mega Pidgeot just because of how big of a threat it can be, how fast it is, great speed tier, outrunning a lot of our Pokemon. And I feel like they can also potentially abuse that with OHKO moves. So that's why we're thinking of bringing our own OHKO moves for this matchup, because we can really sort of abuse Pidgeot's ability and maybe catch them off guard with their own potential strategy.
Exactly. I like the team.
Yeah, I really do as well. Thank you everybody for watching. Let us know what you guys think about the team. And of course, the battle is going to be up tomorrow, 24 hours from whatever time I post this video. We will see. And Be sure to check
24
out my
hours.
man Joey. Check out his channel. Check out our opponents as well. You got anything to say, bro?
It should be fun. I'm excited to see us hit OHKO moves. See y'all there.
Goodbye, friends.